says he still can't reach friends and family overseas.
Setting the standard for diversity. How the Bears are leading the way for the NFL.
The Bears fans failed fantasy football efforts and up helping go viral.
How are you there? We are getting a sneak peek this year's Chicago Auto Show. Thank you for joining us, everybody, on this Way to Go Wednesday. I'm Cheryl Burton.
We have a lot of plans for you tonight, but let's begin with breaking news. Eyewitness News has learned CPD Chief of Detectives has leaving the department for a job in the private sector. He also appeared with Superintendent David Brown at CP News. We're up on this story. If we get any new information, we'll bring it to you tonight at 10.
Well, now to the calm before the storm as we take a live look outside. This is what it looks like right now at this hour, 39:07:01 on Wednesday. But tomorrow, what a difference the day will make. Heavy rain will arrive overnight.
With meteorologist Heisel Martinez with ABC 7 Act. It could be snow, ladies.
Right.
Actually, it might be snow, I think, for some people. Heisel, right?
Yeah, it starts to spread over a little bit towards the very end and very north and west. We could mix in a little bit of some snow as it starts out today too. But for a lot of us, it's going to be rain and wind. Therefore, commute to slow things down. We'll have a wind advisory that to affect 8 in the morning tomorrow, goes all the way 6 p.m. and that wind advisory just south of the city for our southern suburbs, northwest Indiana as well. Seeing that wind advisory in effect for tomorrow, what that means is that we'll have perhaps and that you might see that we have rain starting we continue with that light rain to push into our area in the next few hours. You'll notice it's just very light stuff around for the next hours. The wind, you might be going, where's the wind? As we get closer to sunrise tomorrow morning, that's when we're expecting things to kind of really get going. Tonight, wind really starts to pick up, expecting about half an inch to an inch and a half, gusts potentially up to about 45. Then things start to clear out on Friday, but it will be a little bit cooler. We'll talk more about the forecast here in a few minutes.
So thank you for that. Our deadly shooting in the neighborhood. Police say the officers traded gunfire with a man who started a fight next to the bar. Michelle Gallardo.
This all stemmed from urban to the bar half a block away from police telling us that the man in question is still unidentified, and they say that he shot at officers first, telling us that they did recover his weapon along with an extended magazine. A man is killed at the hands of 2 police after he apparently opened on them. The shooting took place after 3 this morning, minutes after an employee at this Irving Park neighborhood bar called in a report of a man with a gun.
He got the gun. What we know now, based on looking at body worn camera, the offender fired his weapon, and the officers fired their weapon.
The exchange they placed alley about a half a block away from the bar near Troy, and the officers were uninjured. The bouncer who called in the disturbance telling us he had never seen the now dead man before he came into the bar overnight, had a couple of drinks, and then went outside for a cigarette break, during which his behavior towards other customers appears to have been agitated.
I stepped outside to see what was going on and had everybody else go back inside, and he pulled out his gun on me. He was calling some gangs and throwing up gang signs, but it was irrelevant to me.
Miranda says the young man then walked away towards the alley, officers arriving within maybe 2 minutes of his call. Per protocol, with all police-involved shootings, the investigation is now in the hands of the Civilian Office of Police Accountability. The 2 officers are now on 30 days of administrative prosecuting. In Irving Park, I'm Michelle Gallardo, ABC 7 Eyewitness News.
A police pursuit started in the suburbs. Crash on Chicago. Troopers been involved in attacking in Holland. South into Chicago, where that driver crashed a car at the 800 South Ellis. Police caught him.
It's a story that's new at 7 tonight. The death of a Northwestern University doctoral student has been ruled inactive. accident. Family and friends organized searches in December when Peter Salvino went missing while walking home from a party. The Cook County Medical Examiner's Office says Salvino died of drowning and alcohol intoxication was also a factor.
The civil rights lawsuit will be filed in Chicago on behalf of Dakota Early. He's the young man shot during a robbery in Lincoln Park. Attorneys for Early say this pursuit policy led to their becoming the target of robbers. Violent crime. He was shot several times and needed to have part of his face amputated.
They created a situation where the rank and file police officers felt hamstrung in pursuing folks engaged in criminal activities.
We are expecting to hear from Dakota Early at the news conference tomorrow. A spokesperson for Chicago's law department says it does not comment on pending litigation.
And the teenager murdered outside a BP Amoco gas station in Oak Park, suing the owners of that business. 18-year-old Logan Bledsoe was robbed and killed last June. In the lawsuit, her mother claims the gas station's owners had not taken any steps to improve security after other violent crimes at that business. Now, back in July, 2 people were charged with Logan's murder. He reached out to the gas station's owner for a response and have not received one.
It's great to get time to find survivors after months of destroyed parts of more than 12,000 deaths have been. 1,000 people may be buried under the rubble. Some have been safely from debris after being trapped for hours. And tonight we're hearing from a Burbage man whose family remain unaccounted in both Syria and Turkey. Everyone spoke to him as an update on local relief efforts for this.
Certainly a dire situation overseas. So many people locally with loved ones in Turkey and Syria, and just trying to help in any way they can. Here, the American Medical Society in together its own donations. These case kits right here. They're trying to gather as much medical supplies as they can to ship overseas. In the meantime, we are talking to people here locally who still have loved ones that are missing from that earthquake and anxiously await news. Feeling hardly dark. Taking scenes from his homeland in Syria, where family and friends are buried under buildings and fighting to stay alive.
But they didn't die and they're dying from being left alone. This is my family. Everybody is my family. Everybody is here is my family.
For days now, he's been hearing about brutal conditions in the aftermath of that earthquake. More than 12,000 are dead across Syria and Turkey. That number just keeps increasing.
Right now, we need blankets. We need to warm up. We need shelter.
The videos coming in from loved ones in recent days, buildings collapsing just feet away from torn pieces, all while freezing rain comes falling down in 30-degree temperatures.
The mosques are full, the schools are full, people are sleeping in the street.
Fundraising efforts kicked into high gear locally, with a number of organizations coming up with donations to send overseas. But even with thousands of dollars raised, time is running out to actually get immediate help on the ground.
If there is a will, there's a way. And I don't need your help next week. I need it yesterday.
It's an unimaginable feeling for Joy Darby, who says he can only pray for his loved ones who survived this.
I don't know. It's really different. But much.
More people willing to help out locally. We've seen some cars come up trying to give donations. The Syrian American Medical Society wants to make it clear that they cannot take any old clothes or anything of that sort. They're strictly looking for medical supplies to send overseas right now. So you can continue to donate. You'll find that information on our website at abc7chicago.com. In the meantime, everyone in Orland Park, Eric Walsh, ABC7.
Children and families in Syria and how you can help. Visit unisusa.org/cnews. We also have a link on our website.
And now to the Chicago area. New Sun-Times WBEZ poll shows that Jesus Garcia, Paul Vallis, and Mayor Lori Lightfoot are the top contenders with 20%. 18% and 16% respectively. Willie Wilson came with 12%. The poll has a margin of error plus or minus 4%. A large number of voters have yet to decide.
David, the battlegrounds of Wisconsin, he's trying to focus on the economy and his achievements.
Off a strong jobs report, President Biden is in the Madison, Wisconsin area, visiting a labor training center for the fruits of his economic policy. His speech during the interest, President Biden the state of Wisconsin delivered plans to be union members of the labor training center. It's the first time in what the White House calls a nationwide blitz, highlighting how his economic plan is creating jobs.
Here tonight, after we created with the help of many people in this room, 12 million new jobs, more jobs created in 2 years than any president has created in 4 years.
During the president's State of the Union address, the loudest interruption came during Biden's comment on a Republican plan to have a federal spending program in Social Security and education. Will vote in Congress every 5 years. He refrained from naming names last night. Today, the president changed course.
Rick Scott, Florida, has a plan. I've got his brochure right here. Ron Johnson, Social Security and Medicare. We should transfer everything.
Biden, workers and apprentices, many of whom are training to do jobs that are being created as a result of not only the bipartisan infrastructure law, but also the CHIPS Science Act and the Inflation Reduction Act.
The Biden economic plan is working. It's working.
They've gotten worse off financially. Biden became president. That poll finding Biden's approval rating well below average compared with the past 13 presidents. Still, Biden is confident his administration's agenda will benefit America moving forward.
Why in God's name would America give the progress we made?
Following the Wisconsin trip, President Biden will head to Tampa, Florida, a potential bounce, where he's talking about how he's lowering health care costs, protecting Social Security and Medicare. Washington, Ike Jaji for Eyewitness News.
Indiana next week, Dr. Stocktonville is on Friday, February 17th, a two-city tour touting the administration's economic plan.
Well, Chicago Bears are quickly becoming the leaders in NFL when it comes to diversity.
For this stream, John Garcia talked to the key member of the team's front office who helped paving the way.
I want to welcome everyone to Brian Poles has a lot of work to do right now, trying to turn the Bears into a win. But he took time to work with some high school students. That's all. Poles is one of a handful of black general managers in the NFL. The Bears hired his new boss, Kevin Warren, one of just 5 black team presidents in the league. They also have a black female scout, Ashton Washington.
We take pride. We're certainly looking to be leaders in diversity, equity, and inclusion, but also we want to make sure it's authentic, right? It's the right thing to do. It's what we should be doing.
The Bears Vice President of Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion took away choose Warren the front office job. On the field, the Bears are also led by black quarterback Fields and Ashton Washington, the team's first full-time female scout, making the Bears a leader for diversity in all professional sports.
You don't want to do something, do it once and then we're done. But you want it to be sustainable and even measurable.
The Bears say while it is encouraging teams to become more diverse, there was no single controversial event that prompted them to hire more minorities. They had room for improvement.
This came from a place of selection for leadership, from our owners, to be honest with you. And that, coming from that place, puts you in a better position to be successful for the long term.
The Bears say having a diverse leadership in place is just the first step. Now it's important to show what changes they can bring about. In other words, the real work begins. At Hallis,
Those last hires with Brian Poles and former Big Ten commissioner, terrific.
Excellent story tonight. tonight. Very important. Thanks for sharing that with us tonight, John Garcia. Learned a lot too. Absolutely. Tony Stone hit a home run. Pay tribute to a woman in professional baseball. We've got that story for you just ahead.
It's a history lesson.
Yeah.
First rain overnight, and it's going to too. So, weather alert conditions for you.
Oh, is it beautiful? All the colors, rainbow colors.
Nice.
Yeah, tomorrow, what it will look like.
You won't be able to
All
see
of
that.
rain is coming down.
Rain. Yesterday at this time, I was like, I feel like Wednesday.
Right.
And now it's Wednesday.
Go Wednesday.
So here we go.
You shall see.
There, we're getting over the hump. I'm gonna go with right. I was like, a line is coming up. It's over and then into tomorrow. Right?
Correct, yes, and the heaviest of rain, the windiest during the morning.
Yeah.
We all know
Tiny.
that even just a little bit will slow down.
Yep. Pavement's just careful out.
Yeah, just remind yourself when you walk out the door to leave with, leave with enough time. Yeah, headed towards overnight. The same system brings them down south. Not mainly just wind energy. Have a very slight chance that we do have one or two thunderstorm warning between about 5 and 9 in the morning. For the most part, it is mainly wind energy from this system. As it gets closer to us, that will impact us. So we do have that wind advisory in effect for parts of the area. That's from morning to 6 in the afternoon tomorrow or into the evening. And so it's going to be pretty windy throughout the day. There will be periods where it slows down a little bit and then picks back up, depending on where you live. So we do have a few showers starting to put our southern suburbs. I'll show you the timeline here as this system approaches us. So this is tonight, getting to us by tomorrow morning as it lifts. So I do think that Northwest Indiana will be the windiest in the morning, and then the city of Chicago, because the low pressure system is expected to be right on top of us. It's not windy right in the center of the low pressure. So because of that, I think we and then we even see flakes as the system is pushing at the for the day on Thursday. For most of our areas. So now wind is very calm. It's until about an hour or two before sunrise that we'll really start to hear the wind howling out there. So if you look, it's in the morning, just to kind of show you, there's not much going on. Past 15, that's then to the more hours. Here's 6 in the morning, showing us to about 8. This is when we start to hear the wind out there, and then even more around Lyme. Notice that we could have gusts up to about 45, 50 Northwest Indiana, our southern suburbs. Notice also that Chicago is seeing a gust to 25. It's not until the afternoon. I think we have that potential to have the gust to about 40 here in the city. Depending on where you are, is determine how windy it will be and what time of the day. So here's a look at to show you that we have those showers around. If this is your commute time, we're going to have heavy downpours. We're going to have windy conditions. If you commute closer to 9 p.m., the wind is still going to be there, but the will kind of calm down a little bit compared to where we'll be at 6 in the morning. And a little bit of snow for our northern suburbs. Continue to here to show you as we head closer to 6 p.m. At this point, it is just cloudy, maybe seeing a few raindrops, a few flurries for the evening hours. And Friday, as we end the week, the system is out of here. Yes, we keep a little bit of a breeze, but nowhere near the wind as it will be tomorrow. Temperatures start off close to about 30 degrees and then head into the afternoon. The sunshine arrives, and it's going to be a pretty nice Friday afternoon. Temperatures will be in the mid-30s, a little compared to where we were today. Expecting to get an inch to an inch and a half from the temperatures dropping throughout the day. So we start off in the mid and upper 40s, maybe late in the morning, and then as we head into the evening hours, we drop off into the 30s. Friday, we're in the mid-30s this weekend, gradually clearing up our skies. Guys, take a look at this weekend. Saturday, plenty of sunshine, 42 degrees. Sunday, getting close to 50 with some sunshine. It's going to feel pretty nice this weekend.
All right, perfect. She did stand up on a Thursday. Because she's covering up Valentine's Day. Where I saw right. I think 5-0. Yeah, it's like all blue for the weekend.
Super Bowl.
Super Bowl. A lot of people. And people are celebrating Valentine's weekend, auto show. Some people celebrate on Saturday. I know a couple getting engaged.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah.
The fiance doesn't know, but no, he
at 7?
She doesn't know that she's going to be asked.
Oh, that's a big secret.
It's a big deal.
Is it happening this week?
It's happening this weekend. The weather is I have to say. Yeah.
That's awesome. That's a risk. Do that in February. To gamble like the weather just beat it. And it looks like we're delivering.
See, that
it's meant to be.
It's a good thank you. It's a good sign.
It is.
I'll tell you guys more about where it's going to take place and why the weather's so
important. Okay. We got to follow up on it.
Okay. Yeah.
Don't spoil it anymore. Really, I still thank you.
Yes.
You know I will. We continue to celebrate Black History Month with a whole lot of great reviews. She's in the league of her own, the first woman to play professional baseball as part of the Negro Leagues male team.
Incredible story. And playwright Leah Diamond Jose Sanders, it is permitted to tell the story of courage and excellence in the game and life.
Stone, she was up to no matter what matter. Racism, sexism, this girl summer out to win. Words on the school board.
Subsuming that we don't know who she is makes no sense. We should know her like we know her. We need to know how hard she works, and they need to know how had set the world against letting her be able to do this thing, and how committed she was to doing it.
He'll swing at anything. If you'll give him a low and away curveball, and he'll pop it up into an easy can of corn.
Have not until recently the credit that it deserves, and to think that this woman played professional baseball with men and well is an amazing thing, and we can't let history erase that. History in this country does a good job of remembering the accomplishments of Black men and keep putting
Satchel Paige is the best player in the world. God, I told you about the time I got a hit off Satchel.
She was incredible, yes, and she'd grown up playing with boys and then men, and she was an athletic phenom. She was great.
Hang with them, and they were just as much showmanship as athletic.
She wasn't a sideshow attraction because she was such a player. That's professional baseball. They were incredible, and they were very famous.
Diamond's first play was at the good launched her career.
Oh, Chicago is everything. I grew up all over the country, and I came to North State, and it became my home.
The writer has a message for us.
I think it's easy that when we're coming to an African American show in February about a person of color, we're coming to see a history lesson. And I think it's really important that people know they're actually coming to a really fun night at the dinner. That's important to me.
Jose Sanders, ABC 7 Eyewitness News.
Phenomenal. It's such an important story to tell, and I love the fact her name is Lydia Diamond, and she's doing a story about a baseball great.
Did you see her light up when Jose talked to her about Chicago?
Right.
I mean, you can tell this is a really special place for her. What a great theater just to have.
Right. Well, speaking of that, Rob, a group of us are going later this month to celebrate. We're going to take half of the studio or half of the auditorium out, half of the theater, and see them together.
That's phenomenal.
ABC 7. So we can't go because we'll be here working, but a large group of us are going to celebrate and see the show in person later on.
And it's getting great reviews. I can't wait to hear what some of our workers saying.
A really great show. Yeah, got almost 4 stars. I was reading about it, so it's a winner. It's a history lesson. That's always winning to me. Learning, like she said, 24/7, 365. So thank you, Jose, for sharing another history lesson with us, of course. And you can see Tony Stone at the Grand Theater. It runs through the 6th of February.
A few weeks.
So, yeah, definitely. Still ahead for us tonight, the suburban Walmart store that is set to close very soon.
We have some fun offers as well. Taco Bell is credited with helping boost sales last year. In person.
Okay.
Say breakfast.
Oh, yeah. You?
Good. 3 suburban Walmart locations will close. The store in Lincolnwood will close by the end of next week. Locations in Plainfield and Homewood will close on March 10th. The Lincolnwood location had opened in 2019 to operate as a pick-up only store. Employees in the stores will be eligible to transfer to openings at other Walmart locations.
And CVS Health is expanding primary care plans to buy Chicago-based Oak Street Health in a $10.6 billion deal. Oak Street provides primary care to people on Medicare at centers across the country with a focus on adults in underserved communities. The acquisition is expected to finalize later on this year, pending regulatory approval.
Egg prices, wholesale prices are down 50% compared to the peak in mid-December. Egg prices rose last year after a rise in bird flu cases. Unfortunately, demand usually rises around Easter, so that could keep prices higher at the retail level. Listen to this, so ironically, the wholesale price drop comes just days after Trevor Noah made a joke with the Grammys. He asked Taylor Swift to have fans take down egg prices after the Ticketmaster problems got congressional attention. Did Taylor do that? She's very powerful.
Influential for sure.
A little cheaper.
Wow.
I'm good with it.
Delicious. I love them. Yeah.
We haven't bought Taco Bell in a while.
Okay. Okay.
But we're back.
Yeah. Sales jumped 9% in the fourth quarter of last year, shortly after the chain hired the former livestock for a breakfast ad campaign. Brands also says that the chain sold 45 million Mexican pizzas last year, which were only on the menu for 4 months. You know, he's got a huge commercial. He must be a foodie because he's got a huge commercial for the Super Bowl this week with mayonnaise.
Okay. I don't know what the foodie he's doing. Okay, right.
Mayonnaise.
So, do you think this surge in sales was when he was still with Kim? Did she have anything to do with it? Kim, Taco, she doesn't have Taco Bell in her life.
I don't know. That's a really good.
I was Michelle Salas, they were broken up.
He's pretty influential.
Yes, so look at Pete. He's not a billionaire, but he's making a difference.
He's only 27 years old.
Really?
Yeah, he's got a lot going. He's doing fantastic.
She's in her 40s?
Yeah, 40. She's a billionaire. So he's got a way. He'll be there by 40.
Taco Bell is not the worst.
Taco Bell, you know, that's just some good.
Yeah, well, certain times it is for sure. Here's your taste.
Coming up next, everybody, we are going to take you right to a perfect place to share what you can expect this season. Get your motor running. Yeah, we'll be right back inside. Getting some Me too.
We're still talking about Taco Bell.
Right?
Yeah, I
did eat a lot. Yeah, it's delicious. Yeah.
The Chicago office open Saturday.
Yeah, you eat there too. They have good food too.
Sure. Yeah.
But today, though, we got a sneak peek at the Auto Show's Concept and Technology Garage. Of course, our very own Ross Varon giving us an early look tonight.
Colorful, high-tech, and electric. The Chicago Auto Show gives us a glimpse of what's hot this year.
We are so thrilled because we are putting up both show halls this year. So we're back to a two-hall show. The North Hall looks full and vibrant. We have right 7 indoor test tracks this year. So that is more than we've ever had before.
You'll see new models like Dodge Hornet CUV, the first new vehicle for 10 years. Just emphasis on electric vehicles. The EV6 GT is a performance SUV with 576 horsepower and 0 to 60 miles per hour in 3.2 seconds. Now, you still like the power, the muscle, and the joy of the Dodge Challenger. You better act because this year they will no longer be made in production.
Well, we're moving towards electrification. It's a Dodge model, both Challenger and Charger. 2023 will be the last year of those. We've got 7 tall models, and this is the black behind me. We are listening to we're going to be bringing out a 2024.
1500 Revolution battery electric vehicle is the future of with the ground design, more cab space, more storage space, and high-tech additions in the cabin. The 2023 Jeep Grand Wagoneer L extended version is like the living room on wheels. You can set up a mobile office in the passenger seat connected to your computer screen. There are individual climate control, massaging seats, or base price More vehicles will be Thursday and Friday. The Chicago Auto Show opens to the public on Saturday. Ron Zverin, BBC 7 Eyewitness News.
Ron has had the best job.
That's one of the best stories here because you get to see some of the concept, the technology, some nice in there.
The most popular part of the show,
Yeah.
I think. We have, 1 or 8 test tracks. They said more than ever before.
So you can participate. It's pretty awesome.
You know, he's an EV expert over here, so I know. Did you pick out what you?
Well, I was telling Kia it's a really nice.
Yeah.
It's nice looking SUV. It's small, but that's going to do really well. And I'm excited to show. We'll tell you about this in a minute because we're going to do a couple of stories on EVs.
Are you doing next week, maybe?
No, I'll be here with you.
All right.
But yeah,
I know you like that. He's trying to convince me and bring me
electric.
Yeah.
I'm working on.
I might do the hybrid situation, right? To get started. So.
Baby steps. Yeah.
Right. Well, just so you know, the Chicago Auto Show will open on Saturday. The show is Monday, February 20th. Admission is $15. Adults $10 for seniors and children. And children under 4, y'all get it free. And for more information on the auto show, just go to our website at 87chicago.com.
John used to do a bunch of stories for us next week as well, but you got to watch this Saturday night at 6.
Yes.
It's 1 hour. Chicago Auto. Tracy Butler, all will be there. Special will also stream live here where you're watching this newscast on BBC7Chicago.com for our connected TV apps, Amazon Fire TV, TV, Apple TV, and Roku. So they'll have a show of stuff this Saturday, and John's planning next week for us to contribute a bunch of our early evening and newscasts.
I can't wait till the first look gala on Friday
That's
night.
coming up. Right.
Jim Rose was talking about there's an EV Corvette that's coming out. He's so excited about that. I bet we see him in that. And then, like you guys, if you go to the auto this weekend, all of them will be there.
How do
Yeah.
Did we just say it for this?
Right.
We were way off. Way off in our prediction.
Well,
way off.
Not really. Because at 10 o'clock, it was halftime, and he had scored 20 points. Well, so LeBron James, the king, making history and could continue rising, of course, in the record books. We have that story for you just ahead. Yeah, you yeah.
He's not a bad dancer.
He's
the Bears fan going viral for his dance moves, all thanks to his bad season in fantasy football.
I love that right there. That's how you do it. All right. So
it's going to get windy here as we go through tomorrow. Right now, the wind is very calm. We don't have really any rain yet. But as the overnight hours, that rain moves in and that wind, we'll talk all of this coming up.
should have had a crown. King LeBron James is the new BA scoring.
We were not close. Remember, we all predicted it was going to happen Thursday against the Bucks. First thing this morning, Wendy, my wife's like, you guys were really bad on your predictions. Yeah, she was watching the show.
The that it was going to be solid, but we knew he was going to score at least 30. We talked about his average.
He hung more than that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. In the third quarter of last night's game, he made the shot to break the record. The game actually stopped for a ceremony. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, who had record holder, hand around the ball. James finished the game with 30 points. Now stands at 30 to play through the 24-25 season, long enough to be in the NBA with his son, Ronnie.
Right, and that's really good life goals because his son and his daughter, of course, his two sons were there, and that I think was. I love Sarah Abdul-Jabbar. Really,
Ron was doing some interviews with me with Shaq and a couple of I mean, he's the greatest. It's hard to argue.
Jim Rose said on the broadcast, he said, no, Jordan is the GOAT.
I would agree. Well, from Chicago, got 6, but what a career LeBron has had. Most teams winning, nobody thought he could.
Yeah, and I think he started, 18 old, he might be 8, something like that.
I mean, he was just a kid. Just like Bronny. That's what I remember when Bronny was really like 7th grade. There was video starting to go around that was kind of like time was, and they were just ball.
I will, I'm a girl.
Right.
When you look at Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, he got those numbers with probably 95% 2 points.
Yeah.
Where
Ron
got them by 3 points.
Great point.
Okay, so I just didn't want you to know that. So,
right.
Okay.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, he did 7 or 2. So, and I don't think the 3-point line was even around for most of his career.
So it might be 90%, 90% added by
What if
points.
he ever even hit?
So,
Well done. Well done. Well, he did it. And
something to think about.
Yeah. We were hot in our predictions, particularly you. And you have the Eagles and the Super Bowl.
Yeah, Eagles. And you know what? From now on, Oklahoma team has to, are part of history. He did it against them. So.
Okay. Which is not the side of history.
Right. All right. Well, we wanted to know if you caught this. Bears fan. Yeah, good morning. This morning, Kate Henry has gone viral on TikTok, all because of his fantasy football team. His team wasn't so good.
No. His friends, he posted a video of himself dancing on TikTok, and then it blew up. Eric Hong spoke to him about what it's like being an internet sensation.
For Kate McHenry, what began as a lost bet is now internet gold.
I still feel like a dream with some friends all day. It's absolutely unreal, and I honestly it all feels fake still.
The 22-year football league, so settled on a punishment. 30 days of dance on TikTok. It was about
100%. All my buddies, we're all never dancers. We're never.
Day after day, his TikTok following grew, earning attention from ESPN, the NFL, and some big-time brands. Today we met after we flew home to Chicago after a star turn on GMA.
You're big. You love the right?
Always. Oh, yeah.
All right. Okay.
In Michigan, Jersey.
He performed his final dance.
Yeah, got that.
GMA surprising Cade with a year of Gatorade, and the Bears giving a VIP ticket to training camp. From fantasy to TikTok funky, Cade finding the move.
Cade says the Bears have invited him to Hallis Hall, a perfect connection for the North Central College junior who's studying sports management. At O'Hare, Eric Hong, 87 Eyewitness.
Oh, there's so many levels of awesome. I was going to say, yeah, so Eric does a lot of hard news for us. And when he gets to do a feature like that, I love it. Yeah. It's his writing style, and you hear Eric's voice, and you think, it's going to be breaking news. It's just a fun feature.
I know. And watch him be the standard. If you can dance like Kate.
Well, I have
because
I saw high school. I threw my mom watching. I was like, he's a good dancer, and I saw her.
Yeah, we were. Yeah, because is dancing those moves like? I'm thinking of Elaine from
yes. Everybody else loved it. He went viral.
Right, he went viral.
I'd like to see stuff
Right. 'Cause I want Kate to come dance on this show. It's Way to Go Wednesday. Where are you? Where you at?
I'm sure when he goes to
He could use some.
I am. Yeah, I can't argue with that.
I mean,
but we'll follow. I bet we'll
that
follow him.
would
Deanna will
be-
go up there or something.
And
or-
that will go viral. Kate and Rob. Dance. Look out. Dance. Kate and Rob. They got the moves.
Kate moves. Thank you, Kate. Your
All right, congratulations.
People
Yeah.
like me who have no rhythm.
See, but if Kate can do it,
Yeah, right. That's true. It was a good story.
All right. Yeah, thank you so much, Eric. Well, still ahead tonight, we're talking all things Super
I'm
Bowl,
ready.
including the top party snacks.
Oh, yes.
At least according to one survey.
Also, the snack in high demand. Philly Eagles fans prepared to
What is
cheer
that? No.
Yeah, it's something. It's very popular.
Okay, no, it's not.
We'll talk about it. Yep.
Oh, like that. Okay. A lot of people outside because it is nice. High school out on State Street tonight. Super Bowl Sunday, it is almost here.
We're excited. We're getting a look at the menu for fans at the game at State Farm Stadium. Look at this. The menu includes specialty wraps, tacos, chili cheese. Local chefs selected special items.
What I was expecting for
Right?
Yeah.
And it's probably really
Is it macaroni and cheese?
yeah. I
Or
bet
is
it's
it
all gonna be-
pudding something? I mean, my sister that her and her husband JT invited me over for
For the Super
Sunday.
Bowl?
They're going to have spaghetti, fish, chicken, and some more. I can look at the rest of the recipe, and they said, "Do you want to come over?"
You should say yes.
But
Right.
the trend is, sister and her husband live 4 doors down from me, so the tradition run over there, and I dance a half time, and then eat. So whoever's performing, I pretend I'm a part of it.
Yeah.
I would have loved to see you last year.
Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! And my sister and my brother-in-law, they look at me like I'm a little bit off.
Probably look forward to it.
They don't, and their children, you know.
They probably look to it. Auntie Cheryl, dance
Yeah.
again. Lock door. I'm kidding.
Don't let her in.
Are you working on Sunday? Or are you going to watch Super Bowl?
I'm gonna watch the Super Bowl.
Gonna
Yeah.
Party or anything? Just
I have family friends in town.
Okay.
They live here and they invited us over. So
You go to somebody's house or
Yeah.
bar. Okay, oh, that's the fun part.
Yeah.
What's on the menu? Do you have to bring something?
I don't have to bring something.
Okay.
I have no idea what I'm going to bring, but we're just I have no idea what I'm going to make.
It leads into our next wild.
My go-to in my house is like, you always make this.
This is new friends, new city. I think you're like a chef,
Yeah.
like this meteorological chef.
But they're from my town.
No. So great. We'll be at home mother-in-law Janie's here.
Yeah.
Janie. Yeah, just so we're going to do some wagering on the game for entertainment purposes only.
Just
right.
Elvis
Look
household.
forward to it. So that's going to be fun.
Are you cooking? Okay. All right. Well, for people partying at home, we're talking about the top choices. Yummy chicken wings. It's Solutions, a marketing company. 21% of the people surveyed, they rank them as their favorite. But of course, you can dip them in a whole lot of stuff. Lee, our photo director, loves ranch.
Right.
Pizza came in second place at 18%. And coming in dips and dip, chosen by 16%. What are you surprised about?
The pizza would be up there, number 2.
Where do you think it should be?
It's in Chicago. Yeah.
Because
favorite sauce?
Buffalo.
Buffalo.
No, really. Buffalo. Yeah. Like really
Don't
spicy.
dip it.
No, dip. Just some celery on the side.
Ranch. Yes. Ooh.
Cheese.
no blue cheese percent, only ranch,
Yeah.
mild, and lemon pepper.
Here we go.
Ooh, okay, well, you can do that. You can make that too. For your part.
Make your Bro, don't fix it. Yeah. Look at it. Head scratch. What is the thing? Apparently, a bakery. The Super Bowl. They make, but their signature product, tomato pies. It's basically pizza sauce
That looks like
on the
soup.
top Bushel Eagles designed with stencils.
I like that.
I love doing Jay Hurst one. I think it's just so cool, and just the detail that I'm tomato pie and yeah, rocking and rolling with the gin and cheese. Always about making sure that you put each and every letter. Most exciting part is taking it off and seeing how nice the stencil came out.
So now the big rushing to get orders finished. It's the Philly thing.
Thank you.
Really cool.
Look at the players. So good. Yeah, Jen.
I don't. It's like right.
That looks delicious, though. Like
Yeah.
some bread with Parmesan.
Sauce, just like
Yeah,
a
I bet it
bread.
would.
Oh, I
And
bet
it's
it's terrific. I know. After all this, Michelle has a whole segment of food, and now we're hungry. So
We'll talk about it Monday to see what Heisel ends up bringing.
Yes.
Working.
I think it's, yeah, it sounds like you know what you're doing there. It works out pretty well. And I guess I gotta cook something.
Yeah, the mom's here. Right.
I think you have to cook for a lot of people.
Oh, okay.
People pick at things.
Right.
It's hard to. What is everyone going to like?
But you'll take this dish with others, so it will be your contribution.
It'll be welcome.
Right.
I mean,
She does, which is show up at
Dance.
you dance, and then you work off.
Bianca, umbrella. How much
Is there,
we can sing? We can sing a song.
Have some.
I was gonna say, I bet your sister recorded everyone.
Did roller skates with BTS, so I did. Remember BTS?
Oh yeah, they're big.
Yeah, so I got that on video, but I'm not going to show that. But my
post
roller
it to me because we
I've
can
never,
find
I've never posted it. So it's really good.
Jeez. We're almost done. Let's look at yeah, that's a good skater though. I think we learned she can roller skate.
Yeah, I can.
Bling bling skates.
Please don't get it all away, guys. We're all just the very lights fall out, but as we go through the night, slowly we'll move into all of our area and we'll have some downpours ahead through the overnight hours. We have a wind advisory in effect. That goes into effect 8 a.m. tomorrow all the way through 6 p.m. tomorrow. The wind advisory is south of Chicago, and that is for gusts to about 45. That's for it's kind of thing for we do have some light rain starting to push into our very southern suburbs here. We'll have a few around the next few hours, and then it takes over here as we head past midnight. At the morning hours, so on the east side of the storm, this is when it's going to be windy for northwest Indiana and south of Chicago. The windiest in the city and north, I think, will be as the storm moves out of here because it looks like that low system on top of the morning, right on top of Chicago, right on top of the low pressure system. It's not windy
It's ahead of it and behind it. And so behind it, I think into the afternoon, that's when you'll really feel the wind here in Chicago. Slowly, that's pushing out of here, maybe a little bit of some wet snow from up in the northern suburb. Right now, we don't even have a storm, so wind very calm. Wind will pick up as we get close to sunrise. So if you wake up around 5, 6 in the morning, then the wind won't wake you up. But if you wake up around 7, 8, then you're the wind right before sunrise, gusts to about 30. And as we head the morning and into around lunchtime, we could have gusts to about 45, 50 here. And then notice here, it's mainly into parts of northwest Indiana or southern suburbs, potentially gusts to about 45. And as we head into the afternoon, notice it will be for all of us at this point. And again, this is the windiest point for Chicago and areas north where gusts could be to about 40 miles per across area. So here's a look at the time. 2 in the morning, the light shower start to push in, and some heavy rain after 2 in the morning. That continues for the morning commute. If you commute around 6 a.m. to snow, you will have some downpours, really windy as well. And tonight in the morning, if you commute a little bit later, it's just going to be some on and off rain that will have down, and notice and it's a little snow for some of us for our northern suburbs, but really for a lot of us it's just to end up being rain for the system. Friday we will have some clouds in the morning, and then slowly the cloud starts to move out of it. And as we head through the entire day tomorrow, we're expecting to get about 1 inch to 1.5 inches from the system. That's for tomorrow. Friday we're in the 30s. Saturday and Sunday this upcoming weekend looking pretty nice, close to 50 degrees on Sunday. Valentine's Day also close to 50, guys.
All right. Thanks so much. Now, it is a thriller, Michael Jackson's music for sale. Here's the recorded route. That's coming up next.
A lot of money. Back.
Michael Jackson's catalog is reportedly for sale for the price of nearly $900 million. That's according to Variety. It says that the deal would cover Jackson's publishing music, even the rights to the MJ the musical and the upcoming biopic Michael. So far, Jackson's estate is not commenting. This would be the largest catalog sale ever if it's through. I had that much, and I had won the lottery. I would have spent it on that.
Really?
Yeah.
Thanks for joining us.
See you at 10 over on 87.
Good night, guys.